What's going on? It's your boy King Gabe here, and we're here with it's been a while since I've given you any news on Yumeko or any other stuff. I know I've been putting some videos up here, like the duck pond and stuff like that, and different shorts. But yeah, it has been a while since I had an update or any little history video. Um, Mostly stuff, that few things going on here, and then plus Valentine's Day. Matter of fact, the duck video was something that Christina and I did during our Valentine's Day, little Valentine outing. So yeah, a few things going on, and also working on the second rough draft, which I will be giving y'all a second update of that in another video. So you will be hearing what's been going on with that. But as for right now, let's get into what you clicked for. The Star Striker Supreme announcement. So why do I say Supreme like I do? Well, here's a little hint. Our Patreon supporter, EJ the Supreme. Well, and also, before we go into the video, make sure you guys become a Patreon like EJ the Supreme and support us there, as well as also buy some comic books, like, share, subscribe, and as I even leave some comments. Like I said, buy comic books, and yep, pretty much that there. Support us on that Patreon like EJ the Supreme. So, reason I'm mentioning with that is because you know how, if I hadn't mentioned it, but which I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this, Samuel, aka Star Striker, for the Yumeko series. Originally, the idea was to base him off my cousin for this series there, off one of my cousins there, and so instead of that, I thought of a different idea, which actually is going to have some benefits for other things in the series. I'll get to that in a minute. I'm gonna base Samuel, aka Star Striker, off of my boy EJ the Supreme. So it'd be like a Star Striker Supreme. That's why it's called Star Striker Supreme announcement. So yeah, EJ the Supreme. That's who we're basing the character of Star Striker off of, like, different things about him and everything. And of course, real name Josh Sherman. Yep, Josh Sherman. Matter of fact, and I have mentioned about his YouTube channel. Make sure y'all definitely check that out there. The link will be in the description and everything. That way you can go check that out. I got different videos about about Eggwood. I'm still looking at some of them as I'm recording this. I still got to look at some more of them. So yeah, definitely check that out as well. So why this was decided? Well, basically, after we were kind of talking. We had been we were talking a few times, and he made there was and as we were talking, I sort of was thinking about things with different characters and stuff like that, and I thought about the fact, because I've actually grown up with Josh. We've actually grown up together as kids. His mother used to be my piano teacher. She was my piano teacher from elementary all the way up to high school, which I'm definitely going to put that in my character Hiko. He's definitely going to be a piano player like I was growing up. And it's been a long time since I played the piano, because I don't even have a keyboard or a piano now. Cause I think I pointed out in the earlier video that we used to have both the piano and the keyboard. Even when me and Christina had gotten married, we still had the piano and keyboard in here for a little while, and then eventually we ended up doing away with it. We didn't throw it away, but somebody. Well, I think we sold the keyboard, and I think we just kind of gave the piano away to somebody else, somebody that my grandparents knew. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done played piano, but yeah, that's definitely going to be part of Hiko's character, um, much like myself in real life. So seeing how as I've grown up with Josh, yeah, that's pretty much. I thought it would actually make more sense of Samuel being based off of him. Now, of course, there is a bit of a difference. The characters Hiko and Samuel are both the same age. Josh and I actually have a 5 year age difference. I'm actually a little older than him there, but things can be a little different for characters. Um, so I thought that would actually be better, which it actually, as I started kind of thinking it over and how that would work there. Um, yeah, actually seemed like a good idea. Excuse me. Yep. For one thing, it actually, cause see now, the character that my cousin, who I was gonna have Star Striker, was gonna base Star Striker character on at first. Before this decision, I actually got something else in mind with him, which was something I actually had in mind years ago when I first started, when the first time that I kind of made Star Striker and was also coming up with other superheroes and stuff. Um, as for my cousin, him and a couple of my other cousins are gonna be like a trio of superheroes. The Stormbirds, Joltwing, Falcina, and I think I want to call them Hawk Freeze. Yeah, Hawk Freeze, something like that. Probably like Hawk Freeze. Yeah, or either Ice Wing. Yeah, maybe. Still kind of debating on that. Uh, excuse me. So, so yeah, there's gonna be that. Yeah, definitely. EJ the Supreme, the new person based Star Striker on. Um, so how Star Striker is gonna be introduced into Yumeko? Um, Pretty interesting way. It's gonna be similar to how he was written in the 2004 series, mixed with a little bit of the Star Striker comic. I actually now, like I said, now when I actually get to writing this, yeah, it actually be more of a confirmation of like how exactly it's gonna be written and the exact details and stuff. But as a sort of what I got in mind at the moment, uh, based get tired of this, y'all. Based upon how my second novel is that I'm still writing, and like I said, I'm gonna give y'all an update video um, in a little bit. Um, Based upon its ending, thing is Samuel is really, he's really up for the whole thing of adventure, especially after being in Yumeko with Hiko in the first two books. Fighting zombies and skeletons and a giant skeleton dragon, and then yeah, pretty much all of that there. So yeah, it's quite a bit of adventure to get excited. And so he wants, not only he wants to be in more on the adventure, but he wants to be in on the adventure as a superhero. He's So he starts getting together the type of superhero he wants to be, and that's when he comes up with the creation of Star Striker. He'll imagine himself at the beginning of the third book, saving an elderly lady from some thugs. That was actually from the '04 comic series. Then right after saving her and getting her home, he goes to stop three crooks from which is a reference to the Star Trek comic. Yeah, the very first comic. right here. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Yeah, this is what Samuel would fantasize and be kind of writing him looking at a street boy and then seeing these crooks. Now there might be a chance that um he well probably go into this. I was thinking about like trying to combine it, so, which I mean I kind of am, but yeah, pretty much be like this. There's one thing. There's one advantage to doing this, to putting adapting this into the new into the new Star Striker origin kind of. See, I'll read. Okay, I'm reading this. He's starting. He's doing this little monologue, and then the crooks come out, and you notice they kind of look like the Three Stooges, but they got different skin tones there. Um, and one thing they say like, check it out, fellas, we got a big score. Yeah, we sure did. We even outsmarted them cops. Yeah, no one's gonna catch us now. And they're standing, and this was something that was actually pointed out by a reviewer, by Bob Shaw. He had reviewed my Star Trek comics, which of course you probably aren't going to be able to find that because he um, took it down due to some stuff that had happened, stuff that had, happened a while back ago. Kind of did it out of spite there. So he had took that review down, but yeah, when he did review this, he mentioned about how one of the criticisms he mentioned, which actually made a lot of sense, about how these crooks were just out here in the open. And they're obviously unarmed. Cause normally like you think about bank robbers and stuff like that, they're gonna have some guns on them and stuff. Cause they're gonna be like put the money in the bag now. And then they talk about how they outsmarted the cops and stuff. Yeah. So he was talking about like how they're just out in the open like this. I mean, yeah, it's nighttime, but still, yeah. And that was actually a very it was a good point and good criticism there. But see now, this is gonna be a fantasy from Samuel before he actually becomes Star Striker. He's fantasizing this, so quite obviously, yeah, he's gonna pretty much write it like that. And then one thing about it, I actually that was an idea I actually had once before. One time I was when I was writing the Brown Chronicles, I called myself was gonna make this a comic series within the Brown Chronicles. So that was that. So they say he fights off these crooks and everything. Uh, Cook and defeats them. Then of course, so I think that's pretty much it. In the there's a crab monster that comes out there and attacks. So yeah, it's pretty much gonna be going into this, and then after that, Samuel he finishes up writing his story. While he's up there writing this, while Samuel's writing all this, Hiko is down, having his piano lessons from Samuel's mom. So that's what Samuel's doing while he's waiting for Hiko to finish his piano lessons. And then probably like I say about the next day or something like that, because there's gonna be a cutaway to Ramon Ramon from the first two books. He's talking to his boss. Yeah, he's got a big boss. I'm not going to tell you who his boss is, but it will be revealed in that third novel. But he's talking to him, and that his boss is like, "Look, I'm going to deal with these kids." Ramon's like, "Well, no, we could work with these kids. Got powers, man. they could work. We could get them to work for us. His boss is like, no, no, they're a nuisance to us. We gotta get rid of them. So he decides to send an operative to the real world, which is Anthony Westwood, aka Arcturus, which was Star Striker's first villain in the '04 comic series, and also a villain of his even in Heroes of Dreams, and he was gonna be in the Star Trek comics, but I never did get that far and I ended up having other villains like the Three Stooges lookalikes and a couple of other crooks, and then there was also what you call it, it was something else. Oh yeah, Sia the Snake Woman, yeah, and she was even in Heroes of Dreams, yeah. Um, so with that, what's gonna happen? Yeah, they Samuel and Hiko, they probably gonna be with Hiko's Big Papa at a pizza place. You would also see Angela, Monet, and Brian. Now they wouldn't be with Hiko and Samuel, but they'd be like, they'd be like, they probably like Brian probably be with his parents, Angela, Monet be with their parents. Yeah, and Samuel of course would notice Angela and Monet and be like, hey, how y'all doing? Say, and then Arcturus would attack the pizza place. Samuel actually is prepared for this. He pretty much pulls something that I did back in school, back when I was in high school. If I didn't mention this before, I'm pretty sure I did, but I'll say it again. When I was in high school, the first time I made, the first Star Trek costume I made in high school, it was some blue sweatpants, kind of like what I'm wearing right now, a blue Mardi Gras mask, a white T-shirt. It was a white muscle shirt that my mom allowed me to have to paint on. I think it was kind of like a jersey shirt. Well, no, that was later, but it was a white muscle T-shirt, and I was able to paint a red and orange star on it. Pretty much like what's on the cover of this here. Since yeah, you get a good picture of it. Yeah, because that's what in this book, that's what it's implied that Samuel painted that on, just like I did. So that's why it looks the way it does, because he, painted on there. So that's one thing. Bob does say. So of course, it would be believable that a kid would design a costume like this. So yeah. So then of course, yeah, he So back in high school, yeah, I actually, and I also had a blue bath towel as a cape, of course. So I would have like my mask in like my backpack or something like that, and the costume I actually wore it under my school uniform, sort of like Clark Kent wearing his Superman costume under his suit and everything. This sounds like a job of Superman. So yeah, I actually did do that, and think about, like, we had to change clothes for gym class and stuff. So what I had to do, since I had to wear gym shorts and I had these sweatpants under my uniform pants, I would get somewhere where no one could see me in the locker room and roll them sweatpants up. I did. I mean, I really rolled them sweatpants up. Really, I mean, like really up. You would not even know I had them on under those shorts. Sort of like. So, now that's kind of even similar to Peter. That's even more than what Peter Parker does with his costume. Cause that was in the '90s Spider-Man series, he had to roll the sleeves of his costume up to go under his short sleeve shirt sometimes. so yeah, there was that. And so that's what Samuel, he would have his costume underneath when Arcturus busts in there and comes out to try to stop him, dressed in his costume and everything. And and during the fight, his powers would activate, sort of just like the way Hiko's, like when Hiko's magic activating Yumeko during book one. So yeah, that's how that would happen, and it would catch the attention of Brian. He would want to be Star Striker's partner, which would later lead to him wanting to become Target. Angela Monet, they would definitely want to meet up with Star Striker, especially Angela's case, because she's like, wait a minute, superheroes don't exist, but how? So she believes that there's something more to this, and she want to find out what's going on here as a reporter. So, and that's kind of how all that will start with, of course, the rebirth of Star Striker. And in this case, the Supreme Star Striker. So yeah, that's kind of what would be going on with this new Star Striker going forward here. That's pretty much how. Yeah, so it's definitely, like I say, based the character on EJ the Supreme, and yeah, this really should kick off pretty well. And also another thing that has really the book, my book titles. The first book is actually going to be Brownie to the Rescue. The second book is going to be titled. Let's see, maybe bring it up, and I'll mention it again in my update video. Let's see if I can bring the email up because I saved it in there. Yumeko. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, I did. Oh, okay. Wait. I didn't change it yet. Well, actually, I did, but let's see. Drop it up to. It might be here. This might. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong email. Okay. Book number 2 is going to be retitled To Hiko's Magical Time Arise. Or Rise this. I need to put it. Make sure I put an S there when I go back. So, yeah. His Magical Time Arises. So, yeah. Brownie to the Rescue. Hiko's Magical Time Arises. Still working with the title for book number 3. But, like I say, we do know it's going to introduce Star Striker. Yes. So yeah, that's definitely going to be something to look forward to. Like I say, we're gonna definitely can't wait to get into that. But of course, I gotta finish writing the book 2 rough draft. Next week, I definitely got to get the proofs back. Cause my mom just started looking at the proof as I'm making this video. She just started looking over rough draft number 1, so we should be meeting up next week to get so I can see what all been corrected and everything, and then start getting that worked into here. So yeah, that's definitely what's gonna be going. Excuse me. What's going to be going on as of now there. So yep, so hope y'all definitely enjoy what y'all heard here about your boy EJ the Supreme, as being the basis of Star Striker, Supreme Star Striker. So yeah, be on the lookout for more update videos, especially one that's definitely gonna be coming up shortly. And like, share, subscribe, get some comic books, as well as also become a Patreon, just like EJ the Supreme. And we will see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.